Be a factor like Pete Holland. Al Capone, I'm a legend in 2
I heard
games.
Spice One. Shit, he probably was one of the first rappers I heard. You know, just listening to rap back in the day, hanging around my cousins. They all had that Spice One and Tuk Tuk and I don't know, a whole bunch of just different tapes. But it was probably like 92 when I heard Spice One. I would have been like 8 years old. It could have been earlier because I just didn't really know who they were listening to them until I started taking home, borrowing cassette tapes from my cousins. And shit, that's when I learned who they are and what their music titles and stuff like that were.
When did I first hear Spice One? The legendary East Bay Gangster, Spice One? Man, we used to be grinding. And back then, niggas used to have boom boxes on the block. And I remember when Spice One the first album came out. The Spice One album came out with Peace to My Motherfucking Nine and what was the other one? Welcome to the Ghetto and all that shit on it. My nigga Nate G, Band-Aid older brother. Shout out to my nigga Nate G, Band-Aid from Hood Star's older brother. He used to have a Supra, a sky blue Supra.
That was hard.
Yeah. And he had slapping that motherfucker. And one day he put up bumping Peace to My Motherfucking Nine, an old school Spice One. And I was like, nigga, what's that? He's like, nigga, this is Spice One. Nigga out of Oakland, nigga out the East Bay, nigga. He bumped that Peace to My Motherfucking Nine. I was like, God, nigga, rewind that. He played that motherfucker from the jump. And he had the tape with him. He's like, nigga, this album. I think that motherfucker had 187 proof on that motherfucker too. He played Peace to My 90.
187 proof.
And then he played that 187 proof. And he's talking about all the alcohol and shit. I was like, what? Nigga, what is it? Nigga.
Yo, man, people be hearing.
Nigga. I went straight to West Sounds. Shout out to my nigga Eddie Tebow and West Sounds over the ramp East Palo Alto. I went straight to West Sounds and bought that fucking album. Spice One album. Nigga had to have it. That shit had classic. That's a classic album.
Slaps.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the first time I heard Spice One. My nigga Nate G was bumping that album. He was playing Peace to My 90. He played 187 proof from it. I went and bought that motherfucker and I played that shit the whole summer. We was with Intermittent Records, and Intermittent Records used to do these barbecues like on Fridays, like on Special K. They used to do an annual Intermittent Record / Music People barbecue every year. And one year Spice One came, and we met. He was in our video. He was in our Here We Go Again video. We had did a show at the Stone, us and RBL. That was the first time we headlined. We headlined and RBL headlined under us. That's when Let's Do We Learn that just came out. Direct from Backstreet was blowing up. We was big. We were like one of the top Bay Area artists at that time. And RBL had just dropped Let's Do We Learn. So we headlined the Stone and RBL was right up under us. And I think GLP, JT and them was on the bill. The Click, E40 and them came. They was backstage kicking it with us. And Spice One was on the bill. And we was all backstage kicking it. That was the first time I met Spice One. 40 and them was, Be Legit and them was backstage. And they introduced brought Spice One back there. We shook hands, we kicked, we blew and shit. And that nigga performed that mother. He got on stage. I don't even think he was supposed to be there. He just grabbed the mic and fucked that shit up real quick. He did 187 proof and Peace to My Motherfucking Nine. And ripped that bitch.
Peace to My Nine, they ain't even known about that.
And then Men's Society was just about to come out. This was right when the movie was gonna drop. He had just put the single out, Trigger Got No Heart. And he bust that motherfucker. He closed the shit showdown with that and ripped that shit, man. And my God, man. Right after that, he dropped 187 he wrote. And nigga, I used to
Says the motherfucker, but don't bring the alarms.
Nigga, with him and fucking
with the crack
him and the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, play.
Snipes on that.
I used to play that motherfucking tape to the tape pot. 187
Yeah,
Euro.
is Sean T on that producer?
I think he did.
Yeah.
Sean T, Blackjack.
Cause yo,
The Faculty.
This is a PA beats, bro.
Yeah.
PA beats, man.
Shout out to Blackjack and Sean T and all them niggas, man.
We hear that 90s shit.
Yeah.
Sound like some funky Frankie Beverly Mays type shit. I'm like, yo, Sean.
The clip and the trigger, then they came with that stutter stepping rap. What was
Yeah,
that
I'm
one?
like,
When he was.
Yeah, I'm like, yo. I gotta look who produced this, man.
Man,
You know,
Spice One is that nigga, man.
I
You
always
know,
want to know, like, yo, who did it? You know, 'cause
Spice
I-
One is one of the few artists from the Bay Area that niggas from other regions really respect. Like Nas done made a couple songs and dropped reference to Spice One.
Spice was hard.
Jay-Z done dropped reference to Spice One. And UGK and them done dropped reference to Spice One.
And UGK and them actually fuck with us.
Right,
Like,
so-
them niggas, they just know.
Yeah, Spice One is one of them Hall of Fame niggas, one of them Mount Rushmore niggas from the Bay Area. But the first, like I say, back to the question, the first time I heard Spice One was my nigga Nate Gardner, my nigga Nate G, 9Gs, Band-Aid older brother from Hood Stars, pulled up in that super bumping that motherfucking Spice One, that clipping the trigger and that piece to my motherfucking 9. And I was hooked since then. Every album that he dropped since then I've had. Spice hard as fuck. And he gets nationwide, worldwide recognition. Like, you know, the Bay Area ain't really respected in a lot of places, but a lot of places you go, they know that Spice
They
One
know.
and that Too Short.
They know.
Real talk. And that 40, you know, real talk.
Yeah, and they trying to learn about Mac Dre.
They trying to, yeah, they got up on Mac Dre late in the
They're
game.
trying to get up on y'all on RBL too.
Us,
So I'm
yeah.
just saying RBL, like, when I go to spots, I'll be looking for y'all on vinyl one day.
Yeah. It's like tiers, Bay Area tiers. You got Too Short, Mac Dre. Too Short, Mac Dre is at the number 1 tier.
Yeah.
And then you got like 40, us, RBL, JT, Sebo, that all, you know, in that second tier of motherfuckers, like in the
Exactly.
early 90s.
Exactly.
Too Short, Mac Dre was that late 80s. We like early 90s on down, and then you got
Yo.
the, you know what I'm
Once
saying?
90 hit, it was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. So
Scandalous.
but we was influenced by Mac Dre and Too Short, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Ain't no question. Seagram, definitely.
When was the first time I heard of Spice One? I was on the block, man, on Illa, where the Hood Stars did that video.
Illinois,
Yeah, Illinois.
in the Ville.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I stayed on A block, Annapolis, at Grandma's house.
The Nairobi Village.
Yeah, but you know, when I was younger, I stayed out there in the G on Prugas, Azalea. You know, with my folks from SNL and shit. But as I got older, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stay at Grandma's, man. My uncle was out there, my aunt. I was just having fun out there. It was cool, you know. But I was on the block, man, and my folks, Dre, what's up, Dre? Shout out to my boy Dre, man. You know what I'm saying? He was bumping that shit all day. That what's that song where they talking about nothing but alcohol drinks?
187 proof.
187 proof, bro. He had that motherfucker on repeat on the block.
When was the first time you heard Spice One? Speezy Weezy, Spice Weezy. You know what? I'm thinking, man. I got 5 on it remix. Bruh. Remember that shit?
I know when I got 5 on it, come on the club. I got 5 on it, bitch.
In 5 and 4, what do you say? Better than smoking the endo. Finna go to the
THC ain't no joke.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
You know, to this day, I
2001.
still ain't hurled when I hit no joint, but I feel what Spice was talking about.
About to eat it in crow.
Yeah, I still